You know, this is the time of year when people are getting in shape, and that also includes getting financially fit. Lisa Easton bounced back after getting laid off during the pandemic, and she's now helping others get out of debt. She joins us now. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for
having me. You have a really interesting story. So tell us, for people that are in debt right now, they're joining us, they're listening in, what are your top tips to get out of debt right now?
Okay, so first of all, detach yourself emotionally from the money, from how you got there, from the guilt, from the shame, all of those things. That's the first thing, because then you can see the path more clearly and really create a strategic plan to get out of it. So that's one. Two, use some type of system, whether it's a spreadsheet. I'm old school, so it's an Excel spreadsheet for me, but some type of system to keep track. And also, as you're doing that, watch the number come down. That was my favorite thing. So 55, then I don't care if it was 49. I was happy to see that number coming down, and then I would reward myself every time I cleared out one full debt. Okay,
but you went through a divorce, $55,000 in debt?
Yeah.
So how did you do it? I mean, I know you got those tips, but what did you do?
So not only $55,000 in debt, but I was left with full financial responsibility for my 4 college-age kids at the time.
Wow.
100% on me. So I actually made big sacrifices. I moved out of my house and I moved in with my sister for about 2 years because I didn't want to do this for 10 years. I wanted to knock it out and be done with it. So I did that, big sacrifices, chipping away, just chipping away. There's no magic wand, right? You're going to have to pay your own debt, and I did that myself.
I'm watching your video here. What is this? Tell us about this.
Oh, so this is me going to dinner, celebrating a certain milestone of revenue in my business.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So now, how can people start like manifesting this?
Oh, manifestation is my favorite thing ever. So it changed my life. So I went to look at like how my executives that I supported for so many years, which we probably will talk about, how they were doing it. And they were doing it very differently from what I'd ever learned or saw. And so there was this morning routine and this money manifesting practice that they were doing daily. Meditation, affirmations, journaling, scripting, exercise. And gosh, it just seemed so effortless, right?
Yeah.
And so I just took all of that on and I started working on that, reprogramming my subconscious mind, removing my limiting beliefs, my money mindset blocks, and really learning how to draw money into my life and not chase after it. Anyone can do it. Meditation, visualization, and embodying the person that you want to become. So believing you already have it.
Now, you were exposed to these people. You were an assistant for millionaires and billionaires.
I was.
So you picked up a lot of things from them.
I did. And honestly, their practices, their holy grail daily routines really stood out to me. It was non-negotiable, and I saw how they were using that, and then opportunities were just coming and coming. And so I decided, listen, I'm not doing it the way that I've seen it anymore. I'm going this way, and it worked out incredibly well for me.
Now, you went through a divorce, but for people that are still married and perhaps they don't have the same financial plans or ideas, how do you kind of separate that?
Yeah, so, you know, it's interesting because communication obviously is the key, right? And I think it's so important to have these conversations up front before you start falling in love, before you start, before all of that, have the conversations up front, right? Like, do you have scarcity issues and I'm on this prosperity side? Like that can cause conflict. You know, do you live by a budget and all of those things? I think you just have to have the hard conversations and have them sooner than later.
Well, I think you also have to ask people if they have a 401k, savings
what
account.
investments, 100%, all of it.
Well, we appreciate all of your information. We're glad that everything turned around for you and you're doing so well and helping others. Thanks so much, Lisa. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you can find more information about Lisa Easton by going to our website, kcalnews.com, and clicking Seen on TV.